Today I'm going to discuss the most important topic of English literature, the Romantic Period Part 2. In my previous videos, I have discussed the Romantic period, some in MCQs important questions, and here I'm going to discuss the most important next other questions of the Romantic period which have been repeated in our exams. So here we have some questions. Which period started from the 1798 with the publications of the lyrical ballad by the Wordsworth and the College, the Romantic period? Who chose the language of the common people as the vehicle of his poetry and was the first poet of attack of the artificial and formal style of the classical school of poetry? Wordsworth. Which age can be called as the first romantic age in English literature because of having the characteristic of romanticism? Elizabeth age, which age can also be termed as the Romantic Revival, the Romantic Age. The poet of which period always looked back to Elizabethan master uh, Shakespeare, Spenser, and others, and got inspirations from them. The Romantic Age, which became the important spearheads of the Romantic movement, Coleridge supernaturalism, Wordsworth naturalism. The classical age was the age of the prose, while the Romantic age was the age of poetry. The essence, as the essence of which movement was that the literature must reflect all that is spontaneous and affected in nature and in man and be free to follow its own fancy and its own way. Romanticism. Which poets were belonging to the first romantic generation? Wordsworth, Coleridge, Southey, uh, Scott. Which poets were belongs to the second generation of the romantic writers? Keats, Shelley, Leavenworth, Hazlitt, Byron. So these are the most important points and important questions I have discussed with you, and here I'm going to recall some in order to make you understand um, which period started from the 1798 with the publications of the lyrical ballad by the Wordsworth and Coleridge. The answer is the Romantic period. Who chose the language of the common people as the vehicle of this poetry and was the first point of attack of the artificial and the formal style of the classical school of poetry? Wordsworth. Which age can be called as the first romantic age in the English literature because of having the characteristic of romanticism? Elizabeth age, which age can also be termed as a romantic revival, the Romantic Age. The poet of which period always looked back to Elizabethan masters, Shakespeare, Spenser, and others, and got inspirations from them. The Romantic Age, which became the important spearhead of the Romantic movement, Coleridge supernaturalism, Wordsworth naturalism. The Classical Age was the age of the prose, while the Romantic Age was the age of poetry. The essence of which movement was that literature must reflect all that is spontaneous and unaffected in nature in man and be free to follow its own fancy in its own way. Romanticism. Which poets were belonging to the first romantic generation? Wordsworth, Coleridge, Southey, and Scott. Which poet were belong to the second generation of the romantic writers? Keats, Shelley, Lenglen, and Hazlitt, Byron. So I hope you like this videos, which is very important according to examination point of views. And these are the most important questions I have discussed with you, which have been repeated in your exams and again and again. So these are the most important questions, and just keep in your mind while you are attempting your question paper. So those students who are preparing UGC NET and the other competitive exams, these questions practice are really very important. Do lots of practice and mm, hit your goals. Thank you so much.